Hello, this is Forrest Price, back with you with our 100 Mondays, and we are now up to number 12. Number 12, and we are back on our addiction series, and we are talking about our addiction to sex. Yes, I said it, sex. So let's start off with our addiction prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Please help me set aside everything I think I know about myself, my disease, these steps, and especially you, for an open mind and a new experience with myself and my disease. I know in my heart that only you can restore me to sanity. I humbly ask that you remove all twisted thought and addictive behavior from me this day. Heal my spirit and restore in me a clear mind. I have tried to control the uncontrollable for far too long. I ask that you take this burden from me. I acknowledge that my life is unmanageable. I ask for your care and guidance. Grant me honesty, courage, humility, and serenity to face that which keeps me from you and others. I give this life to you to do with as you will. Amen. Amen. All right. Yeah. Addiction to sex. What can cause? What are some of the things it could cause if you're addicted to sex? Definitely contacting venereal diseases, unwanted pregnancies. That just sounded ugly saying it. How can a pregnancy be unwanted? It's a gift from God. So it is a blessing regardless of the situation. So that shouldn't be a negative. Okay, a decline in personal relationship, socially and family engagement, decreased concentration and productivity at work, and it gives you a feeling of shame, inadequacy, and some emotional distress. So, again, I always start with my own self, so I don't want to be a hypocrite. I guess if I ever had it, it was definitely in my early ages. And I'm talking about my teen years going into probably, my teenagers. When I got to college, I changed a lot. I definitely gained a lot more respect for women. And so I kind of changed at an early, I probably had a little window where I was completely sex obsessed, but I think once I hit college and I had my first love and I started craving more relationships and not just casual sex or getting as many numbers that you can. In between relationship, I probably had a couple of relapses when I clubbed for a good amount of time, but I was never to the extreme when I was much younger. So, and I was definitely careful. Now that I'm older and more mature, it's almost a non-factor, especially when dealing and now back in the dating scene. So it's not that important to me, and trust me, I'm breaking all kind of records right now. So and it really doesn't matter. So, all right, what are the different types of sex addictions? One is pornography, which we already covered. I don't remember what number it was. And maybe all of these I'll cover in separate videos. So one is pornography. One is prostitution. One is masturbation or fantasy. Some is sadistic, or I can't even pronounce this word, masio something behavior. Can't pronounce it, I ain't gonna say it, but something along the line of sadistic thought and behavior. Exhibitionist or voyeurism, or other excessive sexual pursuits. And like I said, I might cover all of these in maybe do part of this, some of the series, just on each one, because each one is a different vice as far as being addicted to sex. So, what are some of the signs that you're addicted to sex? Well, when sex dominates the person's life to the exclusion of other activities, if your only thought is conquering men or women or having as much sex as possible, uh, you're addicted. Your sexual activity may be inappropriate and or risky and may include exhibitionism, public sex, sex with prostitutes, or regular attendance at sex clubs. Just the need to have not just sex, but new sex. And new sex means with new partners, which is risky and can cause all kinds of other things. So if you know you are being irresponsible with who you're having sex with, or even the sex act, you might have a problem. The constant urge for sex is typically, it brings on feelings of regret, anxiety, depression, or even shame after the act. So if you feel you're having these signs after you're having sex or even just random sex, you might be having a problem. I mean, a lot of these things, depression and other things, can lead to anything. So you want to get help as soon as you can. All right. The person engages in other forms of sex when alone, including phone sex, pornography, or computer sex. So if you're alone and or in your room or whatever, and that's the only thing on your mind, and it's, I would say daily, then you probably have a problem. All right, the person engages in sex with multiple partners and or has extramarital affairs, or even, let's say, just cheats on their boyfriend or girlfriend and just do it for no reason at all. You know, you don't love the other person. You probably still love the person you're with, but for some reason you can't help yourself. You have a problem. And the person masturbates habitually when alone, which is almost in the other one. I probably should include that. So if this is something you do daily, you probably have a problem. So get help. I'm not going to put hotlines anymore because I don't trust them, and I don't want to send out a number, and it might be a private hospital or something that want to charge a bunch of money. So if you have any signs like this, please get help. All right, next week we will be talking about a lack of prayer. See you then.